Hi guys, and welcome back to Geeks Wargaming. This week we bring you another round of X-Wing, and what we've done is put together a list which isn't particularly competitive, but just a bit of a fun game between myself and Rich. Rich has taken on the Galactic Empire, and he's got Darth Vader leading this patrol in his TIE Advanced, and he's been upgraded with the Adrenaline Rush card. Then he's got Major Rimmer in a TIE Bomber, he's got Suntir Fel in a TIE Interceptor, and then we've got a Zeta Squadron TIE Fighter from the First Order as well, just bolstering up the numbers there. Okay, and on my side, I'm representing the Rebels, and I've got Poe Dameron leading a squad with his T-70 X-Wing and the Black One title card. And then I've got a Green Squadron A-Wing, I've got a Blue Squadron B-Wing that's been upgraded to have proton rockets, and I've got a Blue Squadron Novice who's out on his first patrol. So let's see how he fares during the course of this game. Okay, so let's show you the deployment. The Rebels have essentially just wandered into this particular sector fairly unprepared in a nice, neat little line, whereas the Empire are a little bit more consolidated and are coming in from one of the table corners. You'll probably notice that we're using the Geeks Wargaming space mat, which you can grab from our store, and we'll put a little link on at the end of the battle for you to go and take a look at our shop if you're interested in owning one of these lovely mats for yourself. But moving on, the Empire are just 1 point less than the Rebels, so they'll be taking the initiative and they'll be going first. So let's get ourselves underway with turn 1. Okay, so first activation phase out of the way, and the Rebels have scattered to meet the threat that's just come onto this sector. Everything's moved over, just a nice little gentle curve over to the left-hand side as the Rebels look at it. And my B-Wing and Poe have elected to focus pretty much everybody out of range, but the A-Wing is just about in range to some of the opposition.
Hi guys, it's Richard here, and it's been a while since I've played X-Wing, so it's nice to get back on the battlefield with these guys. So in my movement phase, Interceptor's gone forward; it's full 5. Vader and the TIE have gone forward as well. My TIE Bomber I've decided to angle slightly. We've got the Rebel scum in our sights, and we're heading forward. So the quick ships are heading up, trying to draw their fire, and then maybe swing the TIE Bomber around this way to lay down a bit more heavy fire from that. I don't know. We'll see as the game progresses on. Okay, so the first guy to shoot is my TIE Interceptor. This guy is Suntir Fel. 3 attacks. I'm looking for my blasts.
And with that deathly silence, that is the end of the first round of shooting. Everything else is either out of arc or out of range. So straight into turn 2. Okay there guys, so busy round of activation there. The Blue Squadron Novice and the B-Wing have both moved 2 forwards and have established target locks. The B-Wing is targeted on Suntir Fel, as is the Blue Squadron Novice. And then moving to the centre there, Black One with Poe Dameron at the helm. His action is to boost, and his Black One title card means that I can remove a target lock from one ship within range 1. So he's going to be bailing out his Blue Squadron Novice, and I'm going to remove that target lock from play. And then the A-Wing went 3 forward, just enough room there to complete that manoeuvre and not crash into the TIE Fighter there. So he's established a target lock on the TIE Fighter right at the back of the battlefield as you look at it.
Empire ships have been screaming up towards the Rebels. All the S4s now locked in attack position. My TIE Bomber has taken an easy right, and all my other ships have taken an easy left. Target locks, we have got my TIE Fighter target locked on the newbie X-Wing pilot down here. Vader himself is targeting Poe Dameron, and yeah, there's going to be quite a lot of firing going on this turn.
So Darth is up to shoot first, and he's targeting Poe Dameron. So we've got 1 crit, which is just off camera. There you go.
One crit, one miss.
Crit. And he's got 2 agility. Ooh, so there's a critical hit. Let's go to the deck and have a look and see what we get. So the cards dealt me a damaged sensor array, so I'm unable to perform any actions except the ones listed on damage cards. Okay, that's annoying. And I need to roll 1 attack die, and if I get a hit, then we turn this one face down, which is quite handy. Next up to shoot, we've got Suntir Fel, and he's got 3 attacks.
And I'm going to put them onto the B-Wing.
Okay, he's targeting the B-Wing. You can't target Poe because you're in base to base with him, so it's going against the B-Wing. Okay, so 2 hits out of that lot. And the B-Wing has just 1 agility.
No.
Nothing off that at all. Wow, the dice aren't being kind to me. So that's 2 shields taken down.
So Poe Dameron is targeting Darth Vader. He gets 3 attacks, but because he's within a certain range, he gets an extra attack dice. Let's see what he gets.
Oh, nice. So
cheeky.
There's 1 crit and 3 hits. That's pretty tasty.
So I've got an evade.
You've got an evade, so you can cancel one of those out straight away.
Yeah, and then I've got my 3 defensive dice. Let's move them slightly. 3 defensive dice. 1 more evade.
Nice. So 1 hit, so 1 shield taken down.
Yeah, lost a shield.
You're going to do that.
And my critical hit is... It's a direct hit. This card counts as 2 damage against your hull. Jonathan is an idiot. Woohoo! So Vader is down 1 shield, so I've got 1 remaining on him, but he's down 2...
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
So do I, Vader. And I'm down 2 hull points. So he's only actually got 1 left.
Okay. So Rich is going to fire the TIE bomber at my Blue Squadron novice, at least I assume.
I am. Well done.
Obviously not benefiting from the target lock since that got removed.
So only 2 dice.
2
nice.
Hits. Nice. Okay. And he's got 2 agility, so doesn't dodge either of those. So that's 2 shields taken down straight off. Good shooting.
So the next one to open up is my First Order TIE Fighter. I get 2 attacks. He is targeting the newbie X-Wing down here, so shots going in across here. Here we go. I get a hit, and I get an eye. Aye.
And he's got 2 evades, and is not a range 3. So no.
So you're down another shield. I think that might be all of your shields gone on that X-Wing. So the next thing to shoot will be the A-Wing into the TIE Fighter down here. Jonathan's just told me off for using sound effects, so that'll probably be it for sound effects for the rest of this game, unfortunately. So I'm actually going to go and sit here and sulk a little bit.
I'm going to throw some dice.
While Jonathan throws
so
dice.
What we got here, I'm going to use my target lock up.
That was pointless.
That was pointless. So we've got 1 crit.
So I have 3 defensive, and I need to cancel out that crit, really.
Which you do.
Which I do. Whoop, 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 whoop. So next up is the B-Wing. Beautiful ships.
Not quite at range 1, but it has got a target lock. Ooh. Okay, I think I'll keep that and keep the target lock. So there's 2 hits.
So the Interceptor's got 3 evades. I need to do something special. Don't really do anything special.
Oh dear.
That kind of sucks. So I have no shields and 3 hull points.
So you have 1 hull point left then in that case.
Woo. Blue Squadron is also going to target the Interceptor. So did this Blue Squadron survive Rogue One, or is this set before Rogue One now? Just so I know.
No idea.
Okay.
You're a bit of a Star Wars nerd, aren't you?
I am a Star Wars geek.
Okay, I'm definitely going to be eating the target lock.
Yeah,
and
you
chucking those down again.
Woohoo!
Ooh, 1 hit.
Interceptor. Oh man, three defensive dice. This could be bye-bye Interceptor. It is not bye-bye Interceptor.
Wow, smoothly done. As you might expect, another little busy round of activation there. My A-Wing has gone 5 forward, so right down the back of the battlefield down here. He's gone 5 forward and done a flip, so he's in a state of stress. The blue novice is clearly a novice. There's no idea what's going on and has basically sailed past the rest of the enemy. So Poe in the centre there, he managed to shake off the last damage hit that you saw before being bumped into by Darth Vader, so that's not gone very well. And yeah, not great positioning either. My B-Wings moved just a little way forward. Unfortunately, he got crashed into a little later on, but that's not really going to affect his plans too much. He is in a state of focus. And that's my movement done.
For the Empire, the TIE Fighters moved slightly out of the action, but I'm going to swing him back round and bring him in just to protect him that little bit longer. Interceptors move forward, unfortunately hit into the B-Wing. Bombers come around to the right. I will be shooting. Vader and Poe are obviously hitting each other. They're in base-to-base contact. So what I'm going to do is, in the close combat phase, I'm going to hit this guy with my power fist. No, wait, that's the wrong game.
I'll edit it out, don't worry.
Damn it. Oh, I could hit him with a lightsaber in close combat. That'd be ace. He's going to jump out of his TIE bomber, his TIE advance, flip over, kill Poe Dameron with the lightsaber through the canopy, and then use the Force to get back in. Yeah, maybe not.
Okay, so first up to shoot is going to be Darth Vader. Suntir Fel has no target to shoot at. Darth Vader can't target Poe Dameron, but he does have line onto the B-Wing, so that's the plan. Rich is going to be shooting the B-Wing. And he got 1 hit. Woo! And I've got 1 agility.
No.
He's focused, so I'm gonna use my focus on that and cancel that out. Thank you very much. Okay, so ordinarily Poe Dameron would be up next, but he's in base-to-base with Darth Vader, so no option to shoot there. So then it's straight down to Major Rimmer in the TIE Bomber. He's going to be targeting the B-Wing, and he's got 2 attacks plus 1 because he's in range 1.
3 attacks.
So 3 attacks. Here we go. Okay.
Forward, hit, a crit and a miss.
And the B-Wing has 1 agility. Which is a blank, so that was 1 crit, and the crit that I get is, oh no, another direct hit, so that's 2 damage straight against the hull and 1 shield as well, so that sucks.
So next thing to shoot would have been my TIE Fighter, but because he's at the end of the battle, he's got nothing to shoot at. So next thing to go is Jonathan's A-Wing. He will be opening up at the back of Darth Vader.
Okay, so 1 hit, 1 crit.
Oh dear.
Darth's got evade on, so you can cancel out
one of them straight away. And I've got 2. No, I have 3 defensive dice with Mr. Darth. Yeah, he's fine.
All cancelled out.
Next to go will be the B-Wing, targeting up against the TIE Bomber. He has 3 attacks, but he's in range to get an extra 1, so he's got 4 attacks. Ouchies. Tomo's got no shields either.
Nice. And I'm going to go all out. I'm going to eat the target lock.
No, that's the same dice.
Pointless.
The TIE Bomber has 2 defense here. Crit and a normal hit. Here we go. Oh, I've cancelled out 1 of them. But I'm leaving myself a crit here.
Which is Shaken Pilot.
Oh, Shaken Pilot. What does that do?
So you can't assign a straightforward manoeuvre.
So can't go straight forward anymore.
Yeah. Just for the first turn.
That's all right then. Otherwise, I'd be flying around in circles and being useless.
So that's yours.
Thanks.
Okay, so again, a very busy activation phase going on there. My A-Wing has come back up to follow behind Darth Vader and put a target lock on Darth Vader. So that's from there down to here. My Blue Squad Novice performed a bit of an arc around and is coming about. Poe Dameron's taken a more direct approach and has performed a hockey stick maneuver, got himself stressed, but is obviously now ideally located there to start some shooting. B-Wing's just ambled forward slightly. I did expect to have a couple of targets in front of me, but that hasn't really worked out the way I expected, unfortunately.
So for the Empire, the TIE Fighter and the TIE Interceptor have moved forward and then done a barrel roll flip, whatever you want to call it, to get them back into the fight. So those 2 are stressed. I think I'm in range with the Interceptor in the back of this B-Wing. I think there might be some shots going on here. Vader has moved forward 4 and also done a flip as well. But I used the card Adrenaline Rush, which means that red manoeuvre actually just counts as a white, so he's perfectly fine. And if you've ever watched the Star Wars Rebels cartoon, where he's an amazing pilot in that, you can see why that's a white manoeuvre. And then finally, the TIE Bomber has just gone 1 forward. Not sure what to do with him now because he's kind of buggering off in the wrong direction, but I'm sure that will get sorted at some point.
First up to shoot is Darth Vader. He's targeting Poe Dameron. He's got a target lock on him, but it's at range 3, so at least I'll get an extra evade. Okay, not that I need it this time, so you've got your focus there. You could turn that into a hit if you want to.
Yeah, I'm going to turn that into a hit.
Okay.
I think.
Or you could expend your target lock and re-roll the other one.
Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, just spend the target. No, I'm going to rechange that. I'm going to do the target lock. That was pointless.
Oh dear. I led you up the garden path there.
Thanks, John.
You're welcome. Okay, next up we've got Suntir Fell. He's got eyes on the back of the B-wing.
3 dice. Ooh, a hit and a crit.
Ooh, nicely done. And I've got 1 evade, which I don't achieve. So let's have a look at the crit that I get. And it's a blinded pilot, so I cannot perform attacks. That's annoying. Okay, so there you go. That's what it is. And he's, of course, also down a shield as well. So he's down to just 1 shield remaining.
So next to shoot is Poe. He is going to be shooting at Darth Vader, but it's a 3-inch, so I will be getting my extra evade dice. So I have got 4 of these little bad boys. Oh, we've got a hit and a crit. So here we go. I'm just going to move your dice out of the way. Hit and a crit. Yeah, it's all fine. Next to shoot will be my TIE Fighter at the back of the B-Wing. 2 attacks. It is range 3, so Jonathan will be getting an extra evade dice. But this B-Wing is slowly starting to smoke and is a little bit damaged. I've got 1 hit on him.
I've got my 2 evades.
2 evades coming up.
Ooh,
nothing.
No.
He will be out of shields.
He's out of shields and out of hull points.
Out of shields and out of hull points.
That's
It's first blood for the Empire.
Wrong game.
It's not the wrong game. It still counts. Phoenix Squadron A-Wing. I'm going to call him Phoenix Squadron just because he's blue and he looks awesome. So Phoenix Squadron A-Wing is going to open up at Darth Vader. I get the impression they're a little bit annoyed at Vader being on the in the skies tonight.
Ooh,
Both miss. But
spend my target lock. Do that again.
Ooh.
1 hit, 1 crit.
Ooh. Sugar me. Oh, bake me. Come on. Oh.
Now, the interest of fairness, Rich, that's at range 3, so you do actually get 1 more evade dice, mate.
Thanks, and I still have my focus as well.
Ah, well, so you don't need it then.
So I don't need it actually, because that'll cancel that out. And
well,
then
you could roll it and you could keep your focus.
no.
So, okay, suspend your focus, cancel them out.
Yep.
And then last in initiative order is the blue squadron novice, but he's got no targets on, so that is the end of that turn. Okay, guys, so again, a lot to talk about there. So the blue squad novice has performed a green maneuver and has elected to get a target lock on Darth Vader. And Poe Dameron's also gone a green maneuver to get rid of his stress, and he did a barrel roll so that I could remove a target lock from the A-Wing, which Rich will talk about in just a second. But yeah, removed a target lock from him. And the A-Wing's moved up forwards and got a target lock on Vader as well. So yeah, all going on.
So the bomber needs to get back into the action, so I took him 5 forward and then done a flipperoozy. So he's now back, but he is stressed there. Everything else I've kind of moved up and removed stress tokens. So the TIE Fighter has gone forward 3. TIE Center went forward 4. He has put a target lock on the A-Wing.
Which I removed.
Which he removed because of some stupid flipperoos that he did. Cheese, if you ask me. Vader has gone 1 gently to the right, so he's right in the face of Poe with his 2 actions. He's put a target lock on Poe Dameron, and he's also put a focusy token thing on because he's lit up like a Christmas tree, is old Vader. With the amount of shots coming in, I'm going to need to save him. So first to shoot will be Vader. I think the words of "I have you now" are coming out of his mouth because he's right in the face of Poe Dameron. I've got 4 dice because I'm in... No, I don't. I have 3 dice because I am right in his face. I only get 2 as standard, but 1 extra. So here we go. I get 3 hits. I'm not going to use my target lock to re-roll them.
Tasty. And then I've got my 2 evades.
2 evades.
And
1
is successful and 1 not so much.
So Poe Dameron has lost 2 shields. So he's only got 1 remaining. So next to shoot will be the TIE Interceptor of Soontarf, whatever his stupid name is.
Suntirfel.
Suntirfel. So I'm going to be shooting at the A-Wing, which means I get an extra attack. So 3 standard plus 1. So I've got my 4 attacks here. Here we go. Oh, we get 2 crits, 1 hit and 1 miss. So how many dice have you got there, John?
I've got 3.
3 dice. So you could cancel them all out. Oh, you almost do. You take one of the hits out, you take one of the crits out and leave me a crit. Pilot gets sucked out into space and is dead, removed from play.
Oh dear, pilot skill 0.
Whee, that'll do me.
So now is my turn to reply. And I've got Poe Dameron. He's going to be targeting Darth Vader. And he would have 3 attacks normally. And I'm going to get an extra 1 because I'm in range 1. So let's see if we can't hurt him a little bit. That's pretty good. I'm going to keep that. I was thinking about using a target lock, but it seems a bit silly to waste it. So there's 3 hits for you to sort out, Rich.
Great.
Oh, Darth Vader's got 3 evades. And he cancels out 2, so there's 1 hit. So that's 1 hit for Darth Vader. That leaves Darth in a pretty bad place because he's got no shields and he's just got 1 hull point remaining.
So next thing to shoot will be my TIE Fighter against the A-Wing. And he gets 2 attacks. But I get a hit and a crit.
Nice.
I will take that.
And TIE Fighter gets 3 evades. Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
Full house. Boom.
So next things to shoot will be the Blue Squadron X-Wing down here. What's he targeting, John?
If he can. And he can. He's going to target Darth Vader.
Only just, but yes, go on then.
So 3 attacks.
Two hits.
2 hits.
This could be bye-bye Vader.
Yep.
Wow.
So boom for Vader.
Yep, because I am now out of hull points.
So that activation phase was an abject lesson in how not to play X-Wing. Basically, Rich moved his TIE Fighter and bumped into the back of his Interceptor. I moved the Blue Squadron Novice, was the only one that was successful. My A-Wing bumped into the Interceptor. Poe Dameron then bumped into the A-Wing. It's all a bit of a mess, really. So let's hope that the shooting comes out a little better.
Poe Dameron has targeted the First Order TIE Fighter. He's within 1 inch as well, so he gets extra attacks. There's 4 shots coming in on the TIE Fighter. 3 hits. Wow. So I've got 3. I need to get 3 evades. I get none. Yay! So I'm going to lose 1 shield.
Lose 1 shield.
And then 2 hull points.
And 2 hull points.
TIE Bomber. He's going to unleash hell on the Blue Squadron X-Wing down here. Only 2 attacks. But he's got a target lock, so I'm going to re-roll both of them because they were both blank. So I'm going to re-roll that. Oh, I've just knocked Poe. Sorry, Poe. And that's nothing. Absolutely nothing.
So next up is the A-Wing, and the A-Wing is going to be targeting the First Order TIE Fighter that's just taken a beating, but it's going to get even more of a pasting. So 2 attack space plus 1 for being at range 1, and that is 2 hits. And you've got 3 evades to see if you can keep him in the game. Which you don't. So that's out of hull points. That's destroyed. And that is the end of that combat phase. So we'll go around again for another round of movement. So after that activation phase, it's looking pretty interesting in the center of the board. Both of my X-Wings basically just went minimum distance forward. I kind of expected the bomber to do the same thing. It's overshot my blue squad novice and nearly sort of overshot Poe, but I managed to put a barrel roll in place to get him back in a line of sight there in the centre. My A-Wing's being taking advantage of its manoeuvrability to go and chase down Suntir Fel. So a 3 left-handed right angle turn followed by a boost to continue that sort of chase down towards Suntir Fel. So that's my movement.
So the Empire's movement, the TIE Bomber's gone forward 2, just so that I'm still within shooting range of Poe. Kind of expected the Blue Squadron X-Wing to fly past me, so I was all targeting Poe on that one. The Interceptor's moved 3 and then done a barrel roll. I am just out of the A-Wing down here, but I'm just in with Poe. So Poe is in range. Happy days. I'm going to shoot Poe with the TIE Bomber, and then I'm going to shoot Poe with the Interceptor. So hopefully we might have a dead Poe Dameron at the end of this. So first to shoot for the Empire will be the TIE Interceptor into the back of Poe Dameron. 3 attacks. Here we go. 2 hits.
And Poe's at range 3, so he's got 2 evades plus the 1 for the extra range.
He's got what? He's got 1 evade, and I got 2 hits. So I believe Poe might actually be out of shields.
Yes, he is. Indeed,
Yeah.
out of shields.
Out of shields and 3 hull points remaining, but the TIE Bomber still to open fire. Poe Dameron now is going to be shooting at the TIE Bomber. So 4 attacks because of the 1-inch range. Roll them up, John. Ooh, 3 hits. Now the TIE Bomber only gets 2 defensive dice. So one of them has definitely gone through. I do have 6 hull points. So 2 have gone through. I have got 6 hull points, so I'm down to 4. Next to shoot will be the TIE Bomber. Straight into Poe. 2 attacks are standard, 1 extra for the charge. I mean, the 1-inch range. So here we go. 3 dice. 1 hit, 1 crit. He's out of shields.
Uh-oh.
So can he evade any of these? He's evaded 1, which is the hit, which means the crit still goes through. Pull a crit card out, John. Let's have a look at it. It is
damaged engine, so I'll be treating any right angle turns as red maneuvers.
So right and left angle turns as red maneuvers. That's not too bad. I was kind of hoping for 2 hull points then, because he'd have been out of here. Never mind. So that is all of the shooting for this turn. So we're going to go back round again to movement. It's close, I think, at the moment. I don't know. I don't know why I'm saying that for. I haven't played X-Wing in absolutely ages. So it might be game over to John. So Empire movement. The Interceptor has gone forward 5. I'm looking at taking out these 2 X-Wings on the back of the battlefield. The TIE Bomber has done a gentle 2. He's also put a target lock on the Bluey Phoenix Squadron A-Wing. Looking at hopefully killing that off this turn. Maybe killing off Poe. The other X-Wing's damaged as well, so I'm not sure where the fire for my Interceptor's going, but it will definitely be going on an X-Wing.
And on the Rebel side, both of the X-Wings have gone 3 forward and flipped, so they're both stressed, but now staring down at the incoming TIE Interceptor. My A-Wing, just over the other side here, my A-Wing has sort of continued to follow around, expecting Suntir Fel maybe not to move quite so far, and I put an evade on that just to go a little bit defensive at this point.
Shooting for the Empire, the TIE Interceptor is going to fire at Poe Dameron. No shields. He's a tasty target. I don't think the other X-Wing's got shields either, but Poe's more of a threat. So, 3 dice. 1 hit.
Okay, and he has 2 evades. And
passes it.
Passes it.
No damage done to Poe then. Next to shoot will be Poe Dameron. Initiative 8. Who's he targeting? The Interceptor, I'm guessing.
Absolutely.
So next to go will be Poe Dameron. He has 3 attacks, targeting the TIE Interceptor. Only 1 hit. It is a like for like on the hit front. TIE Interceptor has 3 evade dice. Now, I only actually have 1 hull point remaining, so if I don't save that, he's dead, but I do twice, just to be, safe and secure.
Nice.
Next to shoot will be the TIE Bomber. I'm not within 1, I don't think. I'm just going to double check. No, I'm 2 inches from the A-wing, so only 2 dice this turn. But I do have target lock on, which I'm going to use to re-roll that fine. 1. Hey, same result, but I'll take the target lock off. So only 1 damage done to the A-wing. How many defensive dice you got, John?
You got 3 on that.
No.
But I've got my evade.
You do have evade, so that can wipe that one out. Boo. And then the only thing left to fire is your X-Wing.
Okay, so that's got 3 attacks at, just check the range.
I was going to say, just check the range on that. 3, so I'll get an extra evade.
Okay, so
ooh.
2 hits.
So 2 hits, I'm at range 3, so I get an extra evade dice. That gives me 4 evade dice. And how many hits was there? 2?
2, yeah.
So I only evade 1 of them. So the TIE Interceptor has gone. Boom. I only had 1 hull point remaining, so he's gone. So I am literally down to the slow and sluggish TIE Bomber. I think the Rebels might have this one. Movement for that activation, the Empire, the TIE Bomber has gone hard right, which is a red manoeuvre, so I'm stressed for some silly unknown reason. And the A-Wing kind of skipped past me and then did an extra little move to just move a little bit further around and out the way. The 2 X-Wings looking at coming in and finishing off the TIE Bomber. Both have got target locks on me, and they did a green right easy manoeuvre just to remove their stress. I've got 4 hull points remaining on the TIE Bomber. Can they blow it up? Poe Dameron is the first to shoot. He has got 3 attacks.
And I will spend my target lock.
Okay. Oh, 1 hit, 1 crit. Now, the TIE Bomber only has 2 defensive dice. Wow. So I am down 1 hull point plus a crit. This crit card is pilot after you execute a maneuver. If you're touching another ship or overlapping obstacle, you suffer 1 damage. So I'm down another hull point as well. So, yeah, that's going well.
And you're unable to shoot, so...
Yeah, I can't target anything.
It's the novice's turn.
Yeah, Blue Squadron, X-Wing opening up.
And I'm definitely going to use my target
Yeah, I'll
lock.
definitely spend the target lock after that terrible dice rolling. It's an extra hit. 2 dice. It's an evade. He's happy. The pilot's just sitting in there going, yeah, I got this. It's all good. The 2 X-Wings now just smelling victory. They've swung around gentle 1. They've also put target locks onto the TIE Bomber. TIE Bomber's actually gone hard left 3. I'm kind of in this arc here, so I can target this X-Wing if Poe doesn't blow me up. The A-Wing went 5 and did a flip just to get him out of the way of the firing going on from the 2 X-Wings working as partners. And the Blue Squadron now a wingman to Poe, looking at pulling down this TIE Bomber. So Poe is the first to shoot with his 3 dice. 2 hits.
I'm going to use my target lock.
I was going to use his target lock. 3 hits. So now I've only got 2 dice. And I've got 3 hull points remaining. I evade 1. I take another 2 hull points. So I am literally down to 1 now. TIE Bomber is going to return fire. I am in the arc of fire of the Blue Squadron X-Wing. So I'm going to fire only 2 dice though. 1 hit. I will take that.
And 2 evades.
2 evades. Oh, he's evaded it. Damn it. Next to shoot will be, I'm guessing, will be that Blue Squadron. You've been calling him a novice all game, and I've got 1 hull point left on this TIE Bomber. You watch that novice Blue Squadron X-Wing blow up this TIE Bomber.
He's going to steal the kill.
He's going to steal it from Poe.
Okay.
No, he's not.
We've got a
Target lock.
So 2 hits.
2 hits. Now, I've only got 2 dice, so if I fail both of these, it's game over. It is game over.
Boom.
The TIE Bomber has fallen. It is a victory for the Rebels. So then, guys, it's kind of not a post-game review like we normally do with our 40k and 30k battle reports, but it's just a... do you know what? That's the first time in probably a year and a half, if not longer, that I've actually played X-Wing. I actually really enjoyed that. It's actually a good little game.
You should play it more often.
I should play it more often. I do
This
have...
guy's got a Corvette as an ornament. I mean, what?
I have got some of the X-Wing miniatures. I brought the original game, so the pre-Disney original red box that Fantasy Flight did. And so I've got 2 TIE Fighters, I've got an X-Wing with Luke Skywalker, I've got the Millennium Falcon, I've got Slave 1, I've got a Advanced TIE Interceptor, I've got the Ghost from Star Wars Rebels, and I've got a Corellian Corvette.
Break them out then!
And they sit in my display cabinet because they look pretty. But yeah, that was a really good game. That we used everything that John has tonight because my stuff's in the display cabinet. But you know what, that is good fun. I mean, we should play that more often.
We really should actually. It's nice little way to spend an evening. Quick game, good fun, quite tactical still. I like it. It's a good game.
Yeah, it is actually, and I think it works better now that we've got our mat that we play on because it's a nice starry background and it looks pretty when you play it with ships on. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Leave us a comment. What do you think to X-Wing? Have you played it? Have you tried it? Is this something that you want to learn to play? Would you like us to go do a video about the rules and how to play X-Wing? Probably best not coming from me. Maybe John or Robin can do that one. Probably, maybe Robin. Yeah, would you like a video on how to play X-Wing if it's something you're interested in? If you played it, how can we improve? What's good to buy? I'm very much a traditionalist when it comes to Star Wars stuff, apart from obviously Ghost, which is from a cartoon. Aimed at children, but it's awesome. But it's so good. So yeah, so I'm quite a traditionalist. So I probably won't go for Force Awakens stuff and Poe and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to want to get like Biggs and Porkins, and seriously, how did he fit in that cockpit? Seriously, and things like that. I'm like I say, I'm a bit more traditional. I'll leave him to get the new stuff. So yeah, so please leave us a like, please leave us a comment. It'd be great to hear your feedback. And as always, we will see you guys on the next one.